I know it's been a while. Got a lost entrance for a second because the game was broke, but they did an update, so I've come back to reclaim my dues respect. For the changes that we have, I have upgraded a good handful of my characters. I just pulled her, if you've been following TikTok. Not just, but I pulled her and honestly, it is so good. Got a shield, and then all the regular characters. That's that. We are attempting to complete chapter 5. I have a feeling that we still got a long ways to go. We do have some summons, so we'll probably do it afterwards. And go from there. Enough of that. But let's try this again. Hopefully we don't get stun locked. I know we're gonna be like, what? Okay, well, we do not have her, so we're gonna ignore that. But yeah, we're gonna try this again in hopes that we do not get soft locked into it. Murphy led you through the cabins, tiptoeing to evade the Seafarers patrol. Where are we headed? Somewhere safe, to find someone who can help. Isn't your partner kidnapped? I know a person who knows every inch of this ship. Find her first, then have her locate your friend. He's running around like a headless chicken, right? Speaking of which, you don't think we're bad guys anymore. Murphy shot you a glance, puffing like a cat. I'm not some idiot. I heard everything you and Tentacle Boy said. You pulled that mental trick to poke into Miriam's head. Now she knows you're alive. Even a dead fish on the beach could tell you you're not with them. Also, forgive my reading. I'm trying. Just a little rusty. What is this place you speak of? Quit asking so much. Just keep quiet and follow me. Murphy paid no mind if you and Tulu were keeping up. She deftly pushed open another hatch and slipped through it with ease. As they prepared to follow, Tulu extended a tentacle, blocking the way between you and the door. Keeper, do not drop your guard around this girl. Why? Because she's a stranger. Tulu sidestepped your question with one of his own. Tell me, how do you view the seafarers? Seafarers? Web digits, bodies fish-like above the tailbone, retaining some intelligence. Think in natural forms, not like the Sculptures Association messes. Those guys always botch their experiments into horrors. I forget their looks came from the mutations after cataclysm exposure, but in these fights I haven't spotted any clear D marks on them. Seafarers, more like evolution dumb jokes on humanity. They revere Miriam as High Priestess, less the tribe, more a group bound by faith. Evolution's dumb joke on humanity. Appreciate your metaphor. This girl, Murphy. When we found her, seafarers postulated around her, and given her familiarity with Miriam, no ordinary follower. Tell me, was Murphy present in Miriam's spirit realm? You opened your mouth, but before your vocal cords vibrated, a muffled yelp and garbled noises echoed from beyond the door. And she probably got herself kidnapped. Snatched up. I remember she was running away. I don't know if she's still there now or we protected her. Music. His majestic presence reverberates through the domain like a colossal object plunging into the sea. Power is ancient, timeless, transcending all eras. Fortunately, you are not his enemy, at least for now. Oh. A sort of genosis surrounds Tulu. You exchange a glance with him and step into the darkness right after him. Can we dispel it? Please look for searchlight. No, we're gonna leave that. Okay. I have a feeling. Oh yeah. We're gonna just one-shot all of these guys. The solar flare is like so OP. And then the tentacles afterwards. Perfect. Strength. Counter. Honestly speaking, the counter, anytime, literally is like OP. A gaunt figure emerges from the shadows blocking your path. A memory forever bound intrudes into the domain, proclaiming itself as in. The apparition tosses a chip in its hand, inviting you to join his game with a muffled whimper. The tricolored chip spread out before you unless you play a game with him. He seems unwilling to let you go. Alright. Good, good. Now choose the chip you desire. Silver chip, 50% chance to get golden relic, our home. Red chip, black chip. Obedience. Paranoia. Paranoia ain't too bad. Area. 35 sigils. Paranoia. Red, passionate, vibrant, and striking. I happen to know such a beauty, and you will meet her in due time. What is your next choice? Probably to run. Oh. Okay, we're gonna have to go straight. I just noticed the glowing gold. I'm like, oh, some moon eggs. And then I realized, aha. I skipped past it. Now, the only thing I have to say that I don't like about our new girly is the fact that it costs so much to get her elements up. I think it's like 200? No. It takes forever for her to use her ult, but when you use her ult, I think it's like 1,000. No, 3,000 damage off it alone. So, final battle. Who needs extra things when you're overpowered? Tentacles. Oh! It also oh! Tentacles! Actually starts moaning. Getting back into the groove. Yeah, we have another attack? Oh, I don't think we do. Well, the tentacles should do it. Okay. I was about to say, aw, we had this sorted for a second. A stiff boot so stomped down hard on the Desolation mutant, splattering D-slime across the floor. Murphy lowered her swinging shovel, shaking her hand in disgust, as if flinging off the D-slime that hadn't even touched her. Phew! Do you think it wasn't a seafarer, or I would have dared swing. You guys are too slow. Let's move. Hold. Tulu's tone was icy, but recalling his words about the enigmas surrounding Murphy, you choose silence. Though the cabins you've led us through show no seafarer traces, the deeper we go, the more mutants we encounter. You've been guiding us straight into danger. Dissolution mutants? Oh, you mean these monsters? Captain said the ship had some cataclysm outbreak once. Some sailors turned into freaks, but he couldn't bear to clean them out, so he locked most in the hold. Oh. Jeez, you done interrogating? Murphy stumped her foot, pointing at you behind Tulu. Your partner is still in seafarer hands, right? If you keep dawdling and wasting time, and something happens to her, don't blame me. Tulu glanced sideways at you for a moment as if gauging your expression. My partner's in peril. We've been fighting non-stop. Tulu's just on edge. If you don't mind our rudeness, please lead us to the captain. Someone who can help find Ramona. I like that Tulu is like, hey, this is a setup. We're not falling for this, and we're just like, by the way, setups non-existent. I know you know what you're doing. Then we're gonna be shocked. We're like, oh wow, so you betrayed us. Shame. Surprising. We can continue. Weird. I remember the captain saying to head toward the engine room if there's trouble. Murphy? Shush, you're interrupting my thinking. You kept quiet on interrupting Murphy's thinking, but you knew you had to stop her from thinking any further. Under Murphy's lead, your trio reached the hold's end. Ahead loomed a cold steel bulkhead, with only an upward staircase, no way forward. Are you lost? No way, I don't get lost. I've lived on this ship for months. I know every vent, every rat hole. But look what's in front of us, just a sealed wall, not even a vent to crawl through. I just don't come down alone much. Usually I'm with the captain and crew. Our partner's waiting for our help. Please, Lady Murphy, check the plan. Murphy stomped hard, reluctantly leaning in to examine the bulkhead's deck plan. Let me see. To reach the engine room, we must take these stairs up to the main deck. Yeah, I remember now. The engine room's still tight. But with only one way in and one and out, it's safer. Still, we'll have to head back to the deck. Ramoni and I got ambushed by seafarers up there. The deck's probably crawling with patrols. We must be careful, avoid fights if possible. That's not happening. We already know this. Main shield. Rights of surrogacy. And obviously we accept his help. Okay, flashbang. The hatch cracked open a crack, dazzling light pouring into the dim hold. Without the distant prowling seafarers, the sun and Yale mightn't truly have been a secluded utopia. Alright.
こいつが小僧の敵かいなら狩りの始まりだな
ナットはどこだブクブク弾止める
Guess we'll take some Alamus. A little bit of Alamus. Right, good through here. Looks like we have to find a key, which is a shame. Not gonna lie, this is what I see Medusa as. Like, every time someone mentions Medusa, that right there. Oh wait. Let's say, oh wait, did it not damage me? It did. I'm just blind. I should have done strike. It's fine. Just fine. Silver disc. And the suitcase trembles insistently, as if some form of life is breaking through an eggshell. On the verge of emerging, you uncontrollably open the suitcase, and the letters scatter like released butterflies. And we'll read it. Choose one card to delete. Ooh, I don't want to delete any. I guess we'll get rid of this one. Fluttering letters fill the sky like a silent urging. Destroy a command card. See here. Critical damage. Guess we did that one. One letter, another letter, and yet another. The paper is filled with the past and depicts your future. At a peculiar enchantment, you can't help but tear and consume the paper. Hey, what are you going crazy about again? Eating air? Or if it kicks you awake from the phantasm? Coming back to reality, there's nothing in front of you. I don't know how many times they have us do this. I want to see how far it goes. Okay. You stumble the suitcase on the ground until it stopped trembling, and pick it up again. After brushing off the dust, you continue forward under Murphy's puzzled gaze. Alright. It is glowing. Oh, I have to go through the illusion. Wow! Spell clear. And that's the final battle. I guess we did need a key. As expected. You snuck across the deck, Murphy pursing her lips and pointing to the nearby bridge, signaling the engine room lay inside. If you could distract the seafarers' guards at the door, you'd be able to slip in unnoticed. You nodded in understanding, fumbling in your pocket for something to toss when heavy footsteps approached. Murphy gasped, her face paling with fear. She scanned around, then yanked off a crate's tarp and scrambled inside, hands and feet flailing. Murphy? The grate fell silent and still, like a black hole swallowing her whole. Quiet. Someone's coming. The one who dismissed the seafarers' guards in ancient tongue was undoubtedly a giant. Your angle hid his form, but his shadow on the deck loomed enormous. Fast enough to trample the mountains, devour sun and moon. It's just like, Jesus. Okay, flashbang. Again. A massive cleaver was brutally huddled towards you from afar, its force ripping the air, unleashing a fierce shockwave. Okay, yep. You know, we just want machetes and things being tossed at us. Watch out! A sturdy tentacle coiled around your waist, yanking you from the blade's impact point. I could imagine how many people we just found and go like, oh my gosh, tentacle! Ugh. Most seafarers are frail, favoring light weapons. This cleaver belongs to another. Stay sharp. Maybe the tall, enormous dude? Frail. I agree with your take on these fools, but as frontline fodders, mindless drones couldn't be handier. Oh! It's the 7-foot dude. A burly, towering man dragged a long tail fin, kicking aside groveling seafarers at his feet, lumbering towards you. He yanked the blade free from the deck where it embedded it deeply. Tone mocked, his gaze appraising you with keen interest. He was probably the first male character that I actually pulled in the game. And I was just going ham. I was just, fangirl! An awakener ranking above seafarers. This guy's in a league with Miriam too. In league with Miriam? What an ugly way to put it. I am Goliath. That checks out. Remember it, the name of one who conquered the seas. Well, I guess I'm David then, because I'm about to take you down. Oh, please don't cancel me, I know. I suck. Anyway. 85, I guess. He's not even gonna get the chance to attack at this point. So it's gonna take a while. Doi. Doi. The doi. Sounds like a dad when he decides to make a random joke. Oh, he's immune to it. Oh! Should have never attacked. Probably should have. Ew. Not anymore, sure. Okay.
道を照らさんことを。
I just realized all of those were active and I could have used them, and I was just like, nope, don't need it. Such insane power, purifying even by awakener standards. This strength, Miriam to stout upon you the power granted to her. Oh, I would have run like you. This hesitation prompted the giant to pause as a thought, pondering. He squinted, sizing Tila up from head to toe, his gaze lingering on the oh boy. Oh, with you always these big words, I'm dumb. Ostentatious crown. The crown design. Goliath's pupils contracted, his raw, piercing stare fixed on you both. Then he burst into unrestrained laughter. Interesting, how interesting. If that woman saw this, what face would she make? She'd snap, right? I can't wait for that moment. I'm trying to, like, not hoop and holler. I can just imagine my roommates would be like, shut up! I'm sorry. The mad cackle echoed through the domain, racketing up the tension. I butchered that, but anyway. Relax, I'm not finishing you here. Those light bearers incompetents can't even handle basic security, letting this run sneak in. But thanks to their screw up, this ritual just got way more entertaining. I was about to say interesting. These are the light bearers. Seafarers are tied to them. Huh, don't lug me with those lunatics. Seafarers' forms make blending and tough, and they crave our power. Freaks using each other, huddling for warmth. That's all. Not just linked to the light bearers, but the ritual you mentioned. Goliath, who exactly are you? Who am I? Why not ask your sidekick where I and these seafarers came from? You can't guess. After all, you're the supreme. Insolence! Scary, scary. Sorry, I'm no loyal subject of yours. I've got ritual prep to handle. No time to tangle with you further. Go ahead, scurry around with your tentacles tucked. But you know, the thing that woman wants, only you can provide. Tulu knows something. The people that sent Tulu know something. The envoy who siphoned power from that impotent god. Ugh. Okay. His taunt barely ended it with... Well, okay. I can't English to English. His taunts barely ended when violent phantoms erupted from the scars across Goliath's neck. They coiled like scars around his throat, finally solidifying into serpents. Goliath's face contorted at the phantom's emergence, their fangs sinking into the neck wound. Medusa? Pain and venom intertwined, twisting his features into a grin, shark-like teeth quivering with thrill. Haha, petty bitch. Ooh, ooh. Can't stand a word against her ethereal god, the gutless, heartless coward. The phantom sinked sharply, bowing the giant's spine into an arch, forcing him into prostration. Face down, booty up. This is all you got? Drowning you with inscrutable faith, letting the cataclysm raise your civilization. A fanatic. Huh, in the end, you never even existed. It's all your delusion. The phantoms constricted abruptly. Goliath coughed, spewing blood droplets. Tasty. Peace! An ancient punishment, used in Lemuria to chastise and tame unbelievers and prisoners. Tulu gazed at Goliath, still wearing his feral smirk, and sighed. Miriam's doing? Wait, doesn't this mean Miriam knows where we are? No need to freak out. Goliath braced his cleaver to rise. Okay, my voice just headed out. He wiped blood from his face with the back of his hand. The torment seemed a mere itch. Just a leech from the arrogant fool who thinks she's in control. Graham, don't get taken out by some random crime before I get my fill of this show. Goliath, wait! Oh, what's up? I like gutsy challengers. You got one question before I lose patience? Ramona, how's my partner now? What are you planning with her? Huh? First off, I don't eat women. Oh, such a gentleman. Bring her for now. That's Miriam's call. The current Divine Mother, the vessel of birthing a new god, is just some insignificant pink-haired brat. Wait a minute. With that Divine Mother's puny frame, there's no way she could stifle the new god's first cry. Pink hair. Phantoms vanished when he ceased mocking the god. He flexed his neck side to side, shouldered his cleaver, strode off, and concerned about turning his back. Before he turned, you distinctly saw him glance at Murphy's hiding crate. Pink hair. Pink hair!
次こそ祖国が私の呼びかけに応えてくれ。
Suspicious. That's all I gotta say. Suspicious. Murphy? Murphy! You can come out now. Goliath's gone. Really? It's fine. The seafarers on deck followed him off. Here, take my hand. I'll help you out. Then as Murphy stood, two of its tentacles coiled tightly around her ankle with your silent nod. What? I know ditching you to face Goliath alone was crappy, but if he was after me, getting caught means I'm done for. Murphy? What? Why are you staring like that? What's with you two? You knew it was Goliath from his footsteps, and earlier your words showed your familiarity with Miriam. You're deep in the Seafarers organization, a member, high up even. Or rather, they're here for you. You're the Seafarers' Divine Mother, the vessel to birth the new god, right? I'm not! And explain your familiarity with Goliath and Miriam, and why you're fleeing the Seafarers. I'm just a maid. An ordinary one. Girls like me are a dime a dozen at this cult's base. Human appearances are rare among seafarers. Otherwise, with their combat prowess, they wouldn't need an ally with the Church of the Lightbearers. You're just some irrelevant human maid. Why the massive hunt for you? It's all... This is just... Murphy, I need to know what's going on. Only then do we stand a chance of surviving. Only then can we help you. Fine. A fledgling bird with broken wings plunged into a black pool. The high priestess murmured prayers, drifted firm and elusive. Fanatical words pierced the black slime, turning into blades that sliced to open the fledgling's chest. Crimson liquid welled from the wound, blooming early on the now still black surface. As she kept sinking, blood-trailing roots delving into the depths, into a soft, chilling embrace. He sighed, looking up. Mother lowered 3 pairs of eye stalks, meeting her gaze. It was a colossal crimson entity, its blood-soaked parts turning translucent white. Mother emitted a faint glow, briefly illuminating a small patch of space. By that light, she saw countless black wounds, large and small, scarring Mother's smooth skin. I'm sorry. Black slime churned, shattering the pool's calm. Mother let out a shrill wail, tentacles writhing as they delivered something into the fledgling's chest. Slick, icy soft tentacles wrapped around her. The black pool no longer clogged her mouth and nose. Instead, like amniotic fluid, it buoyed her life. I'm sorry, I still don't want to die. The surface held a prolonged calm. Even the howling polar winds couldn't ripple the viscous pool. You look pretty. Lady Miriam, could the Divine Maiden have already... She was born at the last stellar alignment, a child who sees. No one in the world is worthier of the divine bloodline's recognition. The god woman stood encircled, perched at the highest vintage overlooking them. Veils obscured her features, even close aids couldn't fathom her thoughts. Murphy. With a murmur, as if geothermal energy surged forth, the surface abruptly boiled. Thick, viscous black water overflowed the banks, lapping over feet, flowing to the woman's bare soles. Pushing through the young cultist's hushed gasp, she silently trod the black liquid path, plunging her hands deep into the pool. The girl clung to her hands, leaping from the pool. Black liquid traced her facial contours like 2 ghastly tear streaks. Not bad. Looks like God accepted a new mother. Goliath's abroad of March dripped mockery, yet no one minded his sarcasm anymore. The Divine Maiden succeeded? We did it! Hers rose in waves, harmonizing in the frigid cavern. Fanatical, twisted, deafening. Miriam, as you wish, I've done what you asked. He is pulsating here now. Not just Murphy. Miriam heard it too. 2 hearts with mismatched rhythms throbbed in the girl's chest. Not answer my question. Ask anything. Did you raise me from the start, just for today? No. You're my Divine Maiden, meant to bridge the divine realm. Afterward, your soul would ascend there. Today's rite was unplanned, but fear not. After the god birth ritual, I'll preserve your essence. You won't wander the eternal night. Soul essence? My death was set for the so-called stellar alignment from the beginning, right? Irene closed her eyes briefly, turning from question to face the frenzied followers. She raised her arms high, black liquid slid from her skin's crease instantly, dyeing her veil a deep black. The Divine Mother has come. You shall awaken from redacted, usher in redacted. You shall awaken from redacted, ushering in redacted. 3 months later. And giving that woman more headaches. Were you such a good girl a few months back? What, not listening to mommy anymore? The girl glanced at Goliath, stabbing her knife viciously into the wood, tossing tool and material aside. He's in chains. Mommy? You. Where did you learn that term? Dictionary. Look. Female adult who cares for a child with emotional bond. No, I won't be your mommy. You're the cult's Divine Maiden, a destined one of glory. If you wish, call me by my name. Maria? Yes, Divine Maiden. She's not my mom. Never was. Only the higher-ups in the church or the libraries know where I came from. I have no mom. I'm just their gift to Miriam. She told you even that. To a prisoner with a death sentence, secrets don't matter. I'll go to the grave with me. That's your way of making it up to you. You know, the day they implanted the god in you, our high priestess grieved sleeplessly. Grieved? What a joke. She doesn't feel that. So cold, little princess. Girls too icy makes mommy sad, you know. Shut up. I said she's not my mom. Don't be so sure about that. Want to hear a story? No. Respectively, no. And I don't want to see you. Oh, okay. Goodbye. Hold on. If you're here just to mock me, get out. Ah, you do. Goliath's tone turned grave. Laced with battlefield authority, Murphy's two hearts nearly skipped from it. A crush? Second off. It's fear. She suddenly realized the giant was never her plaything to toy with. She pushed her luck with her status, and he just enjoyed the show. Yes. Please go ahead. There's this. Oh, no. Stand 10 toes on it. Stand 10 toes. There's a secretive cult obsessed with pure bloodlines. All marriage is decreed by the head. Anyone marrying outsiders and breeding gets purged. Eventually. In the last purge, the enforcer brought back a baby. A girl who could see spirits. A baby girl? She'd hidden too long in a secret compartment under her mom. By the time cultists found her, she nearly choked on her birth mother's blood. That mediocre nobody want woman's greatest feat. Birthing a top-notch daughter and trying to keep the cult from taking her. Touching mother-daughter love brings a tear to my eye. Goliath, you... Why tell me this? Brooding's no good. Your state affects the gods and growth, you know. Next alignment's in 25 years. I bet Miriam coming soon to put you under. Do something fun. Brick stuff. Whip seafarers. Torment your maids. Whatever. Goliath cut the talk all... unilaterally, patting her head roughly, devoid of warmth. As he left, he eyed the wood carving Murphy had tossed in the corner. The skill was awful. The squat, grotesque shape atop the wooden base repulsed at his glance. Leave it to me, I'm always yawning somewhere. Now the Goliath departed, the space felt utterly silent. Even the caged sacrifices awaiting slaughter made no sound. Murphy sat by the campfire for ages until the light dimmed and embers faded. Only then did she slap her cheeks as if snapping from a dream. She kicked the cage hard, recalling the woman who wrecked the rituals months ago, the one who escaped Miriam through sheer grit. Oh. Freedom! I'm sorry. I don't want to die. I don't want to end like this. Bait seed. Plant them. The seafarer's cult, the ritual wrecked by expedition teams, the previous host tainted by dissolution, and the god inside you. You've encountered plenty of people with modified bodies. I guess Miss Mason, Lily, Lisa. When transplanting a god into a living person, that's just... What's with that look? Don't believe me? Fine, I didn't expect you to get it right away. Sorry, it's all too bizarre to wrap my head around. Murphy, can't I see that God? He's here not doubting. I'm just... How much longer? Longer for what? The God. How long until it's born? I don't know. Why don't you check for yourself? And the way you talk about Miriam and Goliath, you're already neck deep in this, aren't you? The girl didn't hesitate. She began unbuttoning her clothes with brisk determination. Okay. As the last button came undone, you saw the God within her. So she just doesn't have... Okay. There's the belief the open shirt was starkly transparent. Skin and muscles stretched taut, rendering her chest and abdomen a ghostly, decaying white. The anomaly laid bare her organs. A pale red heart, young and beating, and a milky egg. They could put the egg away. Countless fine threads sprouting from the egg, intertwining with Murphy's blood vessels in a symbiotic dance. Were it not for the way it pressed against her heart, it might have seemed a natural part of her translucent body, not some foreign intruder. Chaotic yet silent, it bore a frozen, inverted triangle of black marks, like a grotesque work of art. Dissolution. That thing has been marked by dissolution. Had enough of staring. Sorry. Please button up. Please do. Put the clothes back on. Very awkward in here. Murphy lowered her head, adjusting her clothes while glancing at you. I mean, I was kind of wondering why she was so bundled up in, like, summer. But I guess that makes sense. You kept mentioning dissolution. Is that what you call those black wounds on it? The previous vessel, the one who truly carried this thing, was covered in those marks. If dissolution hadn't weakened her, I wouldn't have been... Her voice trailed off. She swallowed the rest of her words, pressing a hand to her chest. Her expression shadowed. Tulu, you saw what that god looks like. How long until it's fully grown? It's remarkably robust, nearly complete. Only the guidance of the stars remains the spur it adhered through its vessel's body. I'm astonished you can still move freely, even now. So, it's already that close. I haven't lost consciousness yet because Celeste helped me. Celeste? Murphy gazed at the sky, swirling with strange luminous hues. Bert's wheels beneath the shimmering veil, the light soft and warped, shielding the ship from any storm beyond. The seafarer's cult knows obsessed over the stellar alignment, insisting the birthing ritual must happen at a precise moment. That's why that woman wanted me asleep. The captain figured the god's growth might be tied to celestial cycles. Celeste moved this isolated domain around the ship. We nailed it. Since we left the tree sky behind, it's gone dormant. If we can stay on the ship through the stellar alignment, maybe it'll sleep forever. Celeste created this domain. She's the one steering the supposedly second sun in Neo. Looks like she's an awakener too. Wait, is she the one you said could help find Ramona? Exactly. Nothing on the ship escapes her notice. She must be with the captain, hiding from the seafarers. If we find her, tracking down your friend will be a piece of cake. In other words, whether we help you first or save Ramona, Celeste is the key. Billy fell silent, tilting his head to watch you, waiting for your decision. Indeed, whether to return the ship to land, halt the birthing ritual, or rescue Ramona, the only path forward was to find Celeste. Murphy, lead the way. Find the captain. Find Celeste. Or don't. Alright, I like that they put the light on it first, so we can actually see. Okay. We need the keys, which is on the other side. I'm not gonna go to the little warp thingy. Just done this. Victory! Wait till we hit like the boss, then we're gonna be struggling. Battle? Fight with no hands? Literally just one-shotting everything. Easy, easy. Don't need finesse. Level 1 copy. Guess we'll do that. Inflict some strength. Health. Okay. As expected. Nothing. One thing I really want to do is a lot more counterattack and poison. But at this point, it looks like I'm gonna have that chance. That's fine. This 10% of cures and blah 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 blah. No, I think I'll use that. Not for now. 68 more. Alright, that does it. And are we going for the gold? Search. That. Do here. And now it's time to hip hop skibbity dop. Blink. Okay. Please do buy any of my things. I never get them honestly, so might as well. Defense, because I'm always using that. Advance. Illusion. Battle. Honestly, the fighting isn't even that bad now. Take him out. Perfect. Gorgeous. And shield. And then some lights. Where's the boss? What's that? Not up there. Technically I don't need to buy anything else. I really want to get Girly up so you can see exactly how she works. One of these days I'll get to play her. I don't know if it was the tentacles or I don't forgot. Shield, extra shield, and then add that one, and I guess a little flare. Heavy on, I guess. More tentacles, and one more fatigue. Don't mind if I do. Fine.
銀の影が道を照らさんことを。
燃えろ滅びろ泣き叫べ
I think I should check them out. Perfect. Perfect. The captain told me about a safe house behind that door. What was the knock we agreed on? 3 light, 1 heavy. Light, heavy, light. Eek! As Murphy racked your brain for the signals with urgency, the door flew open from within and yanked her inside. Yula quickly propped the door to keep it open. You exchanged a glance and slipped inside together. Alright, we come in peace. Hi. The captain! My goodness! You're here waiting for me. A middle-aged man with dark skin, dressed in a solid uniform, patted Murphy's head with a fond gesture. Keeping one word is something adults must adhere to. Erar. So, will you introduce your friends? This grumpy crowned brat's Tulu, and the other one's name is... I never asked your name. Murphy scratched her head sheepishly, ducking behind the captain and leaving the awkward introduction to the only adult present. Girl. I'm Sai, a student at Midback University. You're the captain, right? Our records say a senior from our school once boarded the Sun and Yale. The captain pulled a cigarette case from his pouch, pinching the last bit of tobacco. Murphy slightly swatted his hand. Didn't you promise me you'd quit smoking? The captain gave a wry smile and pocketed the case. I recognize that uniform. Shame it's not a better time. Would you come another day and I pour you a drink and we could have a proper chat? Elton, my name's Elton. While you introduce yourself, Murphy wandered to the dim cabin. When she reappeared in your sight, her face was etched with confusion. Captain, isn't Celeste with you? Oh boy. It's gonna be like oh, what happened was, and how it did was. Another miracle. Please let it be a miracle. Celeste. Elton closed his eyes and let out a long sigh, as if he could exhale the filth within him. When the seafarers boarded, Celeste and I weren't together. I've been waiting in this safe house. You're the first to find me. How? How could that be? Celeste isn't built for fighting. What if she... She's fine. The link between us is stable. Oh, okay. Link! So Celeste really is an awakener. Elton gave a bitter smile, reaching instinctively for his cigarette case. But as his fingers brushed the cold metal, his hand shook violently as the case clattered to the floor, spilling tobacco everywhere. He suddenly noticed Elton's hands trembling, whether from lingering shock or sheer exhaustion. Captain, shaking all over. Old habit. I'm no hand-picked student from Midtech University like you. Just an ordinary guy, no ironclad mental strength, no ability to see dissolution. During the Awakener's rebirth, the consciousness is inevitably tainted by unknown entities. That taint drives their loss of control. Link is one way to suppress it, but if the linker is an ordinary person without the gift. What are you guys talking about? What's this loss of control? Elton took the cigarette case Murphy picked up, tickling softly as he caught her kicking the straight tobacco into the corner. Okay. It means if we don't find Celeste, the ship might go haywire and sink. Murphy's face twisted. her lips trembling at a loss for words. Easy, easy. Don't be scared. He patted Murphy's stiff head reassuring before turning to you and Tulu. I can sense Celeste's general direction. You got Murphy to me. I trust you can help me find Celeste, right? Tulu, can we? Tulu didn't ask her. Instead, he pulled open the safe house door, signaling he'd take the lead. It's just like, oh dear God. Here we go again. Alright, well, let's put that searchlight on so we can see which direction we're supposed to be going. Okay. What word it is? Nagasaki. Every time I hear Saw, it's just kind of like, what is it? Dialogue lovers? It's just always in my head. Okay, so we go this way. Into the unknown. Lol. We just flying through the battles without a care in the world. They would hate to see us coming. The event. Even now, you're reflecting on Murphy's narration of the past. The memories resonate with you, tightly shackling and squeezing your mind. Even Goliath's final words of comfort to Murphy fails to bring you solace. Wait, I thought the stars will align in 25 years. Murphy standing before you is clearly just a teenager. That means technically it will be 10 years unless they expedited it. Point out the issue. Oh, we got heartbreak. I only wanna break your heart. 25 years. Yes, she let me sleep for 25 years. The girl responds gloomily and in a low voice to you. Upon waking up, those who had cared for her since childhood have become full-fledged chiefers over the years. No one understands her anguish anymore. No one cares about her pain, leaving her alone in the cold. She would rather that the day before her sleep was the day of stellar alignment. My poor darling. Let's ruse. Illusion. Spell. And like up is the way to go. Probably should have done the other one because it was shield. But I mean, 63 out of 1,000 isn't that much. Be vulnerable. And then about followers. As they follow, I guess. Oh, you're not down. That's interesting. Always golden. Gonna be golden. Whoa. Iron past. Free double shield. I barely have a shield to be honest, but sure. That works. So I guess we could, if they give us the option, we could always get a little bit of healing just cause. Come on. Life sigil. Ignore all of that. Under dream vision, the domain mist shrouds reality in a dark veil. Everything appears hazy as if barely perceptible. Through the haze, the light of something pierces the mist, like a lighthouse guiding a ship or smoke leading a lost child. It points the way to safety. Let's not touch it. Okay, confirm. Oh, crit rate increased. Thank you. The core of the glow is a drop of solidified silver. Yet, your reason tells you it is not shining. Your gaze follows the source of the light only to be met with darkness and unknown traps. We're not gonna be concerned about that. Way through it. Way through the water. I'll take a little something. Tulu, what are you looking at? After dispatching another wave of enemies, Tulu paused the ship's railing, frowning as he studied the domain's boundary enveloping the vessel. The domain presence is weakening. You escape the ship's oppressive air, flocks of seabirds scattered darting toward the incandescent light. 1, 2, 3. They slammed into the sky, desperate to break free, only to be gently repelled by the domain's barrier. Under relentless collisions, the domain grew transparent, revealing a full moon, possibly close and round. The moment flickered and passed, yet everyone caught it. Did the domain just vanish for a second? No, impossible. Celestia would never. The Linker's mind and body are struggling to sustain the Awakener's power. Maintaining a domain that shields the celestial pull likely pushed that Awakener to her limits. Building celestial power. Murphy! Everyone's turned to Murphy at your shout. He clutched her coat's front. Oh my goodness, we can never have anything nice around here. Fingers twitching uncontrollably. She tilted her head back, her throat's cartilage writhing in pain. Each breath scorched her lungs, every cell quivering under the strain. Murphy? Something's wrong with her. Pick out those things drawn by the scent. Yes, sir. Say less. We're saving our girl. If we don't save the last few that we had, we can at least save her, right? Game's final words. Moink. Guess I can put a little bit of a shield on. Defense, defense, and shield. Okay, what we're working with? Oh, okay. I thought it just obliterated itself for a second. I was like, oh, okay. Sure. A little bit of a counter, can't hurt. Very well. Enjoy this. And then... yeah. I could have just done that previously, but eh. You laid Murphy across your lap, her muscles felt rigid, like holding a stone statue. Captain, do you know what's happening to her? The god inside her. Hila's expression shifted subtly, a tentacle under his control, pulled around Murphy's left arm. Silence. Silence. Because this is silent like Hila closed his eyes, sensing through his tentacle for a moment. The deck was filled only with the sound of waves against the hull of Murphy's pained whimpers. The seconds stretched agonizingly. Just as your patience neared its breaking point, Hila withdrew his tentacle. How is she? Terrible. Thank you for asking. The moment the domain faltered, the false god inside her felt a powerful pull. She's been in this domain too long, hence the intense reaction. Now that the domain stabilizing, she'll recover soon. Before Hila finished, Murphy sat up, drenched in sweat. She touched her chest, her face blinked with confusion. I'm still alive. Ways to remove it quickly. Even if the domain blocks the celestial pull, the presence alone is a burden on you. Easy for you to say. You recalled the parasite clinking to her heart. Its vessel fused with the aorta. Even Ladonium's finest surgeons couldn't guarantee such an operation. The sun and Yield's domain had stalled the celestial influence. Would there be another way to buy Murphy more time? Time, stop. Murphy. The captain lifted her with slow, careful movements as if handling fragile porcelain. Kid, I saw you thinking. Got a solution? Not exactly a solution, and it's risky. At this point, risk the least of our worries. Put it out. Anything to get Murphy out of danger. Ithic University has been working on time-stopping research. You mean the room you bought back from Rye Sanatorium? Exactly. Tal and Miss Winkle are studying it, hoping to create a space safe from the dimensional hound for experiments. The research is taking shape. Where we left, Miss Winkle was already prepping animal tests. Don't bother. Your school? It's not on the sea, is it? Getting back to land, then to your school? There's no time. Besides, Celeste, she's in that woman's hands. Whether this ship even makes it to shore is anyone's guess. That's why we need to move faster. Captain, can you point me to Celeste's general location? Julian and I will find her. You and Murphy get back to the safe house. No way. Captain! Alton realized his outpost and reached for his cigarette case, only to remember the tobacco was long gone when he opened the empty box. We go after Celeste. Hi, Captain. Do you know something? Then stepped back from supporting Murphy. He saw a frame half hidden in the shadows as he looked down at you. Celeste. He's with Miriam. What? That giant, Goliath, found me and Celeste the moment he boarded. Took us to Miriam. Moved by our shared fate as wayward souls, I gifted you the means to bring the departed back to this world. Her presence fulfilled your deepest wish. Surely you found solace in your lost kin. But my wish, the great hope our Lord bestowed upon me, lies with that girl. Return the Divine Mother to me. As High Priestess, I swear, when our Lord is reborn, when the Divine Realm rises, you too shall enter it, finding eternal peace. High Priestess, I was shocked to hear the Divine Mother went missing, but I've told you, she's not on this ship. Why play the fool with such pretense? I once admired your cunning and resolve. What changed your loyalty to me, this frail golem? It was my call. I am the master of the ship. Celeste has barely any will of her own. How could she sway me? Make me sway. Anyway, is that so? I give you the power to awaken her, and I can reduce her to a pile of silver dust. You! Find the Divine Mother. Bring her to me, whole and unharmed. This is your last chance, Elton.
次こそ祖国が私の呼びかけに応えてくれますように。
I'm not concerned at all. No, not a panic in sight. Okay. Well, I think we'll finish up the... This is... Whenever an awakener uses exhaust the divine limb, will make an additional attack at turn end. Sounds good. And then that... I mean, do we really need to read them? I'm technically gonna unlock everything anyways. But what I should check to see is... Percentage we're at 73. So I think we're gonna finish the last bit of chapter 5 in the next one. Pretty scrumptious. I'm liking the story so far. I'm kind of confused, but that's fine. I'm pretty sure everything will make sense at the end of the story. With that being said, I hope you enjoyed this episode. This was a blast. Anyways, I hope to see you in the next episode. I'm probably going to be posting only on Monday through Thursday, and then Friday through Sunday is just gonna be time to go ahead and like start editing and everything like that. I know I was trying to do it daily, but you know, I'm not doing a very good job, so I want to make sure I have time and all that great stuff. So anyways, if you have any game requests, feel free to comment in the comment section. If you want to join the live streams, we stream both on TikTok, Twitch, and YouTube at 12:30 a.m. Central Timing. I hope to see you there. With that being said, I will stop yapping off to the wind and see you next time.